welcome to the Urge2Podcast, Episode 6, a weekly Pokemon podcast where we talk about news with a little bit of other games sprinkled in. I'm Urge2Game.
And I'm Psychopath.
So, Psychopath, tell me, how was your Pokemon week?
It was good. I forgot. I'm basically down to, nothing left with the all-in-one. And, I'm missing... All I'm missing at this point is Dragon and Dark types.
Okay.
That, and then I'm on to the third and final page. Other than that, still no shinies. I've been trying to get the shiny Bunnelby, but I feel like I only see one.
Dang.
Ever.
You know what? I was gonna say something about it, but I'll wait till it's my turn.
Well, Urge, what about you?
Oh, that was it? Oh.
Yeah, that's all I've done this week.
So all-in-one, right? The Shiny Mew quest. I finally beat page 1. So I'm on to page 2. Just started. I'm already scratching my head. Trying to catch all the Pokemon again that I see. So
all I have to say, Urge, is you're gonna run out of figure. You're gonna be like, did I already catch this one? And you're just gonna start catching random Pokemon just to find out.
Dang. You know what though? I have over 1,000 Pokeballs saved up, ready. You know what? I gotta get my Pokemon Go.
Problem.
What? No. It's just I've been hoarding a bunch of Pokeballs for, I guess I do, maybe. It's just I always accept people's Pokeballs, and I don't always log in. I try to log in every day. Oh, I forgot the shiny Mew. We gotta log in 30 days straight, right? Oh, I already missed a day. Oh my gosh, I'm already.
Yeah, you have to catch a Pokemon 30 days in a row, not log in.
Even worse. Dang. Well then, I guess today's my day 1. Oh man. I probably should set an alarm every day to remind me to catch one Pokemon during breakfast. Dang. All right. Well, so I haven't had any luck finding shiny Pokemon. Now, okay. So Tornadus. I did one Tornadus Etherean form raid. I didn't catch it. So.
I'm not really worried about them because again they're not shiny right now. I already have the Pokedex entry. I'm just gonna wait until they re-release them as shiny.
Okay. Well, I just want one. Just one. I mean, yeah, I'd be happy with just one. Even though I know it's coming back later in the future. So I've also been playing Tabletop Simulator, the Pokemon TCG mod, with Spinning Nova, and we keep making decks. We actually just battled earlier today. I revised my Garchomp deck. So for those who don't know, so Tabletop Simulator is on Steam, and there is a mod to have every Pokemon card that's ever existed in English. There's some Japanese exclusives, but all English cards only, from base set to Sword and Shield and all the promos. So I've been doing expanded format stuff. Spinning Nova, I think has been doing. I don't even know the standard format. I don't know how far back it goes, but she's been using Sword and Shield for the most part. Pokemon with a little bit of Sun and Moon sprinkled in. I've been making decks within X and Y Pokemon or Black and White Pokemon. So I don't go any further back than Black and White. I don't go back to Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So Black and White is as far back as I'll go with the cards. So back then when Black and White was the latest set, I used to use a Garchomp deck with Gabite. Gabite has the ability called Dragon Call, where you get to search once a turn. You get to search your deck for any Dragon Pokemon and put it in your hand. Now imagine 4 Gabites on your bench. I would use Gabite's ability to get a Gibble, and then the next turn I would use that Gabite, same Gabite to get another Gabite to evolve that Gibble to Gabite, but then use that new Gabite's Dragon Call to get another Gibble or a Garchomp. And it's like, it's funny. But anyway, so there's a new Garchomp in town. Well, okay, not new anymore, but I revised it to have a better Garchomp that does double the damage when you play the Cynthia's trainer card, which makes sense. And it's in line with the... I also put a shiny Lucario card in my deck, which, funny enough, has an ability. If you have a Garchomp, you get to search for any card in your deck. I'm like, what? Sure, why not? Which is actually good to get a Cynthia card, so you can double the damage of Garchomp. It's like they're in sync. It's amazing. Anyway, so... you know what? Gosh, I don't know if this should be a whole episode of just talking about all the TCG cards and decks, and it's just... I haven't been playing Pokemon cards in many years, because I used to play the... For those who may not have heard on recent episodes of the podcast, I used to collect the cards and play the cards during the black and white era of the TCG, and also like half of X and Y, definitely Plasma. But I stopped playing on the TCG online just because it got too expensive. I kept spending money, and especially I would have standard format decks, and then they become expanded. They're outdated, and I know that's normal, huh?
If you want to hear about people, I'm glad you don't waste your money on it, because there's a streamer I was watching this weekend. They apparently have spent $10,000 to get the Rainbow VMAX Charizard for my one of the sets. They've spent over $10,000 to get that. What? Not like spending it on eBay at $10,000. They bought so many packs worth about $10,000. And the only thing I have to say to that is, you're crazy.
That is crazy. Wow. The thing is, so back then, when I did buy the Pokemon cards in real life, I would just buy the cards as is on eBay or Amazon. I never really bought the booster packs because I knew the probability of getting cards I want. It's a loot box. It's so... You'll be spending more money on booster packs getting the cards you want. You might as well just buy the card as is from other vendors. So that's what I did. But I stopped, and I haven't played TCG since, which is unfortunate because I've always wanted like a way like Pokemon Showdown, where you can battle simulator, make your own Pokemon team, and battle people online. And so I found out, Tabletop Simulator. So anyway, it is amazing. Now, there's also a website, TCG1.net, where that one you can battle people online, but it's very plain looking and there's no animation. It's very static. So yeah, I'm kind of... I'm gonna say with Tabletop Simulator. There's no matchmaking, but that's fine. I'd rather play with just my friends instead of random people online. I just want to have fun, you know?
And it's free for the most part.
Well, Tabletop Simulator... Well, TCG1.net is free. Tabletop Simulator costs $20. I bought mine... Well, okay, no. I bought mine for $20, but then like a week later, it was half off on Steam, and I'm like, what?
I thought Steam had something to where if after so much amount of time, if the game does come out lower in price, they will refund you the money.
What? I did not know that. I'll have to look into it.
Please don't hold me to that. I think.
I would imagine that's not the case, but I'll look it up. Anyway, so yeah, TCG is awesome. Oh, just want to shout out to my, for anyone who uses Mega Rayquaza EX, it is amazing! It was already amazing back then, when it was new, but now with the expanded format, with all the Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield cards, it's like amazing! Actually, so Psychopath, I mean, I remember you mentioned you were making a deck, right?
I have a couple decks now.
Whoa!
Nice. I have a Gengar deck. I actually reutilized some of the trainer decks that were basically that that you get out of the trainer boxes. So I've reutilized some of those only because it just seemed like the Volcanion deck that I had, bro. That
Oh,
just seemed so overpowered, dude.
Volcanion is good. I'll give you that.
So it's just like I've just started. I repurposed that with some of the cards that you used against me and stuff just to get like the level ball and stuff just to get something
Yeah,
out of it.
yeah. Actually, funny enough, I used to use Level Ball in my Garchomp deck, but now I kind of replaced it with an Ultra Ball. I played it against Spinning Nova, and I definitely got more use out of an Ultra Ball than I would a Level Ball ever since I revised it. Because my old Garchomp deck, I used to have Altarias, which has the ability to passively increase damage of all Dragon Pokemon attacks by 20.
Mm-hmm.
But because Garchomp, the new Garchomp that I use, can do up to 200 damage if I just play a Cynthia card, it's like, it's not worth it. Just that 20 damage. It's like, 200 is already good. I could one-shot a lot of Pokemon, and, well, even if I were to even if I have to two-shot bigger Pokemon, it's like, okay, I mean, just 2 attacks does it. I don't know, plus 20 or plus 40, just, it's not worth the hassle. It's eventually, it's funny because those Altaras eventually just became a liability. It became like baggage. It was never a good time for me to put down a Swablu and then wait for an Altaria, especially if I lose a Gible or Gabite early in the game. And it's like, well, now Swablu's up, but he's just gonna sit there. He's happy to exist. Yeah.
That's the best part about battling with those is you learn your deck's strengths and weaknesses and like where you can maybe fill in holes and stuff.
Yes. Especially because my mindset, because I kind of feel like Captain America, where my memory, I'm trapped during the black and white days, and I'm like, what is this Sword and Shield or Sun and Moon card? What this exists to counter me? What? What does that do? So, yeah, it's been amazing. I definitely want to battle you with your new decks, especially because there are different kinds of Gengar cards out there. Especially tag team. Gengar with Mimikyu? That's pretty cool. I don't know if you made that.
I mean, kind of moving into our first bit of news, not to kind of jump the gun, but if you all have not heard, and I'm sorry, Urge to take the thunder away from this, they have announced a new TCG set coming called Chilling Reign, featuring Calyrex and Glastrier. Yeah, I think I said that right. Coming June 18th.
Nice.
And I'm hoping within that set that they finally release some type of Gengar.
That would be pretty cool. Actually, so, do you think this Calyrex riding Glastrier? So, oh, by the way, they released the official artwork of Calyrex and Glastrier. Like he's also having like this icicle javelin. It's pretty cool. So let me ask you this, Psychopath. Now, typically these sets, every time they release a new set, they kind of have like I don't want to say gimmick or niche. I guess kind of is. Like there's a theme. I wonder, what would the theme for Chilling Reign be?
Your guess is really as good as mine.
Thing is, Calyrex, when it's riding a horse, it has 2 abilities in the mainline games anyway. So, that would be insane if Calyrex has 2 Pokemon abilities to choose from, or if you can use both. That would be insane. I don't see that happening though. That sounds too broken. Okay, well, Dynamax Pokemon reaching 330 HP is kind of. Again, my mind, I feel like Captain America, my mind is still trapped in the black and white days, and I'm like, dude, 330 HP from a Dynamax, like, it's so crazy, and I'm like, oh, but my Mega Pokemon exist, and they're kind of 220 HP, with the Spirit Link required,
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll see what this Chilling Reign brings. One thing, though, I imagine there's going to be some trainer cards possibly specializing in water Pokemon. Although I feel like this is weird. I feel like a lot of sets cater to water and fire. I don't know. Am I crazy? I just.
It's because of Charizard.
Oh yeah. There's always a bunch of trainer cards that get you like free fire energies, or even maybe not free, but like a lot of trainer cards that can get you to attach more fire energies in one turn, and also water energies, multiple water energies attached in one turn.
Yep.
And I don't normally see any other typing getting that kind of treatment.
Well, the most recent one I thought they had with fighting energy because it was kind of like a fighting gimmick.
Oh yeah. Yes, I don't know if they're Well, there's a trainer card to recycle the fighting energy. Well, the special fighting energy. There is a Houndoom that specializes in. You can attach a free special fighting energy to one of your first strike Pokemon. Pokemon abilities. So that's cool. We'll see what it does in this Chilling Rain. I like the name though, Chilling Rain. Nice.
Yes.
All right. So next bit of news: Pokemon Masters EX. So April Fools has passed, and I was so surprised when I logged in on April Fools in Pokemon Masters EX. There was a happy team break day. So the main lobby of Pokemon Masters EX, you're in the Pokemon Center, right? The moment you boot up the game, before it even shows your daily logins, a cutscene occurs. Team Break, the evil team, storms Pokemon Center, takes over Pokemon Center, kicks everyone else out. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, cool cutscene. While the cutscene was going, I was just expecting the protagonist or, I don't know, champion or gym leader to kick him out of the Pokemon Center, and then we'll be greeted with the typical daily login bonus with normal trainers in the lobby. But no, Team Break stayed in the main menu. So I was shocked. That's never happened, and it played the Team Break battle music the whole time that you're in the Pokemon Center. So that was interesting. There were some like 2 or 3 new missions. Was it 2 or 3? Anyway, 2 or 3. Battles against Team Break. They don't really. I mean, they give you the typical like couple gems for completion, but there was no event store. There was no new currency to get nice goodies. It was just 3 regular battles. I'm like, that was it. It was over. Huh? Okay. So, wow. Glad it exists. Anyway, so. Now, another event that has begun is the Paseo Explorers event. Get it? Egg Explorers? Egg? Is it cute? Okay, well. So, featuring May and Berg. So, this Paseo Explorers event has a bunch of... so, this is a new currency. It has its own shop. You can collect those power-up cards, more of those coins, tech coins. This is going to run until April 16th. Now, this event, I don't like this event. I feel I'm so conflicted with this because there's 4 different kinds of currencies. Well, they're eggs. They're different eggs. There's a Lucario egg, Togepi egg, Torchic egg, and Baneri egg, or was it Lopunny? No, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense if it was a Baneri egg, I suppose. But anyway, and the thing is, so depending which eggs you can get certain rewards from the shop. But the real goodies, you need Lucario eggs. Now, there's this battle you can do only once per day that gets you like 40 Lucario eggs, but you can combine 2 different eggs. Well, trade in the 2 different eggs to get a Lucario egg out of it. The real good stuff is Lucario eggs, but it's like, man, why you gotta make me think? just have 1 currency. But man, that's a lot of Lucario eggs. I need 300 for various things, 200 as well. It's like, oh man. Anyway, it's a lot of different eggs to collect for different rewards. I'm always conflicted every day when I do the dailies. what to spend my stamina on, because I really want to spend my stamina on sync orbs. You can only get sync orbs in a battle 10 times a day. Or well, not a day, but like a day. But I kind of want to spend that stamina on collecting eggs just so I can get all these goodies in this limited time event before it goes away. Sync orbs, those battles will be there forever. But I also want to I want to get sync orbs every day so I can expand the sync grid on my various Pokemans. I said it. Anyway, I didn't. Oh, and so for May and Berg, right? So May has a Lopunny, and Berg has Togepi. They're the Easter versions. I did not draw for them. I didn't summon for them. I'm still spending all my gems summoning on Diantha and her Gardevoir. I'm still so unhappy. I had over 20,000 gems, and I still didn't get not even one Gardevoir. Jeez, I'm still spending. I know, I'm still spending my gems I'm getting from these current events. No luck. We'll see. All right, so it's next. It's been announced the next main story is going to be coming April 8th. Currently in the story, Lear, who's a jerk, he owns the island. He's not the villain. He's not part of Team Break, but he's a jerk. He's kind of like another villain. I mean, he's not. He just wants to be the best, really. Anyway, he has a Hoopa, and so the story continues. I wonder if we'll be able to summon Lear with his Hoopa eventually in the future. I don't know. It'd be kind of weird. Because, these kind of live service games, right? Especially mobile games, they just continue the story, more chapter after chapter. It's like a never-ending story. It's like, I don't know if... it'd be kind of weird if you're able to summon Lear. And because he's the owner of the island, and then I'm sure they're going to he's going to be part of missions forever.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, next is Pokemon Go news. Psychopath, I'll let you have it here.
All right, and same kind with Masters EX. There's not much like extravagant news. I think it was because Niantic decided to announce everything, like last week, and then and they just don't know what to do now. And I will say before I get to the news, I have read on the Sylph Road as well as the Pokemon Go subreddits. People are getting tired of all the events, especially because a lot of the events are basically requiring to spend money.
Oh yeah.
And people are starting to be like, upvote this if you would like to see, them to take like a week off from doing events. And they're like getting 7,000 upvotes. So
wow, what really 7,000?
Yes, I could send you some I could send you some links to some of those. It's ridiculous.
Dang.
Okay. But first, starting off, we have another Giovanni task. This is to where you'll be able to have a chance to encounter Shadow Zapdos, again, which we've already actually had before.
Right.
And basically, you just need the Super Rocket Radar to do a time, and it's timed research this time. It is not an exclusive one that you can basically just get whenever. So just keep that in mind. I think it ends in a couple days as well, so
yeah,
you have been warned. I don't want to hear anything out of anybody going, yeah, missed it.
Too late. I'm complaining now. Kidding.
The next thing that was also added, which has been out for a while, or at least they've announced it a long time ago, but it's officially came out, is the referral system is now worldwide. So anyone who has not logged in for a specified amount of time, which I don't think they've specified how much time it was, basically players can give a code out and to the new players, and if they come back or anything, it's basically kind of like just any referral code like you would see anywhere. Like if you go use my code on the store, you'll get like a 10% discount, but of course there's no discount on anything. It's just trying to get people to come back. Now keep in mind, this is not just for new accounts. This is also for accounts that have been dormant for months, even years. I think it's more or less of the years. So like Urge, like some of our friends that we used to play with that quit playing, we could probably reach out to them and be like, hey, let's come back and get me this medal. Because all that really the reward is just a medal. So for anyone who's a completionist, that's what you would basically get out of it.
I feel like our friends would say, "Who are you?"
No, they'd be like, "That game's still going."
So wait, all right. So we all have a code. I mean, I haven't. I've been playing, but so we all have a code, and we could just post it on the internet, saying, "Hey, does anyone want my referral code? Please, I want stuff, free stuff. Thank you."
Well, I don't know how. I don't know necessarily. It doesn't necessarily say you get any items for it. It's just a badge.
Dang.
But then there's also people out there that are basically just creating new accounts to referral.
Oh yeah, that does not surprise me. Yeah.
So I mean, it's cool. I'm not going to really participate in it.
Yeah, me either.
I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm not that kind of completionist that needs to get every single medal to platinum.
You sure? I'm kidding.
Yes, I am pretty sure.
All right.
Next in the news, research breakthroughs we kind of announced, but it is live and active now from when the last time we did it. That is male Frillish is now live. So if you've never caught a Frillish, like Urge probably previously, you get that. As well as it's also a ghost type, so Urge for you trying to complete towards that. That's a great way to at least get a couple ghost types because they are somewhat rare.
Ah, cool.
And then, of course, last but not least, we have the spring event, which is probably the most exciting thing announced in this week's news. This is running from April 4th to April 8th. And basically, it's just like an Easter event to where, Mega Lopunny has now been released. And Shiny Bunnelby is now officially in the game as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I have only encountered maybe like 2 or 3 Bunnelby, so no Shiny yet, but what can you do? And then as well as, there's Flower Crown Pikachu, Flower Crown, Chansey, and Happiny, and all those evolution lines based on what you can hatch from eggs. So, I think the Flower Crown, the special hat Pokemon, I'm not too excited about them, especially because you can't transfer them anywhere. They're stuck in Pokemon Go, so even if you get a shiny, ooh. So.
I'm playing Pokemon Go right now, and I just caught a Bunnelby. It's not shiny, but that's cool. And I see on my nearby, there's a silhouette of a Chansey. Probably Flower Crown. I have not caught one. Then again, I don't really... Yeah, I don't care so much about different hats of Pokemon. Again, you can't transfer them to Pokemon Home. So...
Well, the one thing that really sucks about this, and if you may recognize it, Urge, if you go to the Today challenge screen, is they do have a catch challenge, similar to how we saw with the Kanto tour.
Yeah.
So you have to catch all of those. Only one of them's Evolve. The only one that I'm missing at this moment is Azumarill and Shadow Execute.
That's actually crazy that they want you to catch a Shadow Pokemon. Huh.
Yeah, this is not the only time they've done that, by the way.
Yeah.
They've done this on other ones where you had to catch and it's just really an inconvenience because you can't control the spawns. I mean, granted, you can't control the spawns of any of these, but it's just like, the rockets are just all luck,
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's weird. Wow. Okay. That's pretty cool. So I actually, was it yesterday? Or the day before? I completed my my field task. Yeah, special research. I did catch a male Frillish for the first time, so I am happy about that. So now I'm back to square one. That's cool.
Fancy.
Yeah. Do you have the female Frillish?
Yeah, I've gotten both.
Oh, okay.
I've not evolved either one yet because I've been trying to wait for a good IV'd one, so I'm hopefully going to get one from the research breakthroughs.
Ooh, okay. Good idea.
So far, no good.
Okay. Well then, let's talk about. I want to come back now that we're okay. So that's it for the news. Now that we're done with the news, I want to circle back to Pokemon TCG. So, I'm very curious, Psychopath. You said you've made some decks.
I've only made
Please.
3. It's not like, oh my god, extravagant. But yeah, I've made 2 decks.
Okay, well, I don't know if you want to reveal these decks, what they entail, or so is there any of them? Huh?
They're all theme based. Like, the first one that I really sat down and tried to design, which probably is going to need some work. So whenever I get a chance to battle or lose or however you want to really do it, that would allow me to basically get some ideas of how to improve it, because of course it's not perfect yet. I think there's areas for it to improve, but I did basically build a Gengar deck to support. And I did not go for the Shadow what is it?
Shiny?
Not the shiny Mega, because you kind of told me how, like, when you Mega Evolve it, you basically end your turn right then and there. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Screw that.
Well, unless you have a Spirit Link equipped.
Yeah, I didn't want to deal with that, so I basically just went for like an old VMAX.
I understand.
Wait, a VMAX one. Oh, not a VMAX. Whatever. What did they call those back in the day?
Huh?
They're
EX?
not a VMAX. Not a VMAX.
GX?
GX, yeah.
Oh, that's
The
newer
EX,
than
EX,
EX. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm like one of the older ones, but not like the Mega.
Okay.
So I'm excited to build up on it. The only one that I spent a little bit of time, because like, well, I don't only want one deck, so if I get stomped by somebody, at least I can step them back. So I built that, like, I went back to that Volcanion deck, even though it's not actually really meant to only be Volcanion.
Right.
And I basically built a deck surrounding that, and added some cards to it, took some cards out that I felt that I would be using more, because there were some cards in that set that I kept throwing away. Like, I didn't really see any use for it.
Okay.
Like, I didn't like the cards, or the way that your deck was designed, or it's just the way I usually play. It just is like, yeah, this is not me. So
Gotcha. Okay. So another deck I made is Garbodor. So now Tool Drop. I remade my old Tool Drop deck, but I looked into what cards can I add to it from Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield, and I have discovered. So here's the thing: Trubbish knows Tool Drop. It's an older Trubbish card. It does 20 damage times the number of Tool cards all of your Pokemon have. There's a Sigilyph card that has an ability that you can carry up to 4 Tool cards. So add all that up, that's some pretty crazy damage from a Trubbish. Now, I found out there's this Garbodor card. Now, in my head, when I think of Garbodor, I think of Garbotoxin, which can disable everyone's abilities. It's crazy. But there's this other Garbodor that has the attack Trashalanche, only requires 1 psychic energy. What it does is it does 20 damage times the number of item cards in your opponent's discard pile. The more item cards you use, the stronger I get.
sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
It's unlimited power.
All right, Urge, calm down.
No. Anyway, I tried it out. It was interesting. But it's also... this is weird. I typically play against Spinning Nova. And she has some decks that has VMAX Pokemon. Gosh, over 300. She has... In my opinion, her best deck is Colossal VMAX, which has 330 HP, but she gives this tool card that adds 50 more HP, so it's like 380 HP. and does over 200 damage, one-shotting all my EX Pokemon. I'm like, what the heck? Wow. Jeez. I mean, as long as I can take down Colossal before Colossal gets started, then cool. But I feel like a mosquito when against Colossal with 380 HP. You know, it's crazy. Anyway. Oh, you'll see someday. You'll see. You'll be
You're
like,
gonna make me face Spinning Nova. It's gonna be like, my destiny to beat her.
yes, but then your butt's gonna get handed to you, and then you'll be like, I'll be back stronger than at what?
Nope.
What? Oh,
Nope. The Chilling Rain. There's gonna be something released that's just gonna make me mollywop her deck. She's gonna have to rebuild.
You're right. You're right. Who knows what Chilling Rain has to bring? You know what? I noticed some of the decks I made though. I can never decide what stadium cards to have. Do your decks have stadium cards?
The only one is is that fire deck.
Okay.
Because again, it came with it, and I thought it was pretty good to play it out at the beginning. The thing is I just don't know like about all the stadium decks. Like I know I could probably Google it, but again, looking at the boxes, going through all the sets of cards, there's different stadium cards, so it there's just so much to learn.
Yeah, and it applies to both players, so you got to be careful.
Yeah, exactly.
It's out of all the stadium cards I've seen, it always seems like fire stadium cards get it nice. Fires, I've seen a couple of fire stadium cards that get you backfire energies. I'm like, what? Can there be one for psychic, please? I mean, there is like an energy stadium that you can get energies, but I mean with a coin flip. Although, okay, that's from. I think it's from Gen 2, from Neo. I don't know, Destiny, Revelation. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I've actually for my Garchomp deck, I don't have a stadium card, but I need to take another look at all the stadium cards in Sword Shield, Sun and Moon, XY. To see if anything that can benefit a dragon Pokemon. We'll see.
There has to be something over the years.
Yeah, we'll see. Like even if not, I kind of still want at least one stadium card, just to like a generic stadium card that would still somehow help me out. Besides Tropical Beach, I don't want to. Tropical Beach is kind of risky. For those who don't know. So Tropical Beach is a stadium card that was released, gosh, like 2013, I think, or 12. Anyway, what it does is you can draw cards until you have 7 cards in your hand, but that automatically ends your turn. So it's pretty cool if you don't have energies, you can't attack. You might as well draw cards until you have 7, which is nice, but it also benefits the opponent. So it really depends. Some like there are times where I can like spend the majority of my cards when I'm down to 1 card. I'm like, yeah, this is a good turn because I played so many cards. Let me grab those 7 or 6 cards to fill up my hand and end my turn. But it was cool at first, but I'm like, this is kind of, I don't know, my opponent's kind of utilizing this better than I am. You know? I don't think I want to rely on the stadium card to get cards. If that's the case, then I guess I built a bad deck, huh? If I have to rely on the stadium card to get cards.
I mean, not always.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, another deck I made. I don't know if I should reveal this. Anyway.
Well, I'll reveal another deck I'm thinking about making.
All right. Me too.
Oh,
I'm going to
lie. I want to make a Greninja deck.
Really?
Well, I just got my Greninja in Pokemon Go, so.
Oh, okay. Will you be using the Detective Pikachu Greninja?
I was thinking about the Ash. Didn't they make an Ash one?
There is an Ash Greninja. I think it's a promo. Maybe I'm wrong.
Is there anything I should know about it?
I think it's an EX card. I'm pretty sure it's a basic Pokemon. I don't know its moves. I don't remember. I just remember it does exist. But because it's an EX card, here's the thing. Think of it this way. EX cards are from Black, White, and X and Y days. Back in that era. Well, I know, okay, so EX cards have existed previously, and don't get me wrong, they've existed for years ago, but I mean, like, regarding today's standards, let's just simplify things and just say, um, that Black and White, XY, GX were introduced in Sun and Moon. GX cards are kind of like the new hotness over EX in some ways, and now in Sword and Shield, VMAX is the new hotness that has taken over GX. You know, so think of it that way. EX is old news. GX was the latest, and now it's all about the V cards.
I don't know why they just keep adding different random letters. Like, what does the V stand for?
Victory, because that's how awesome they are.
I read the bottom. If you defeat a VMAX card, your opponent gets to take 3.
Yes, 3 prizes because it's a Dynamax Pokemon. It has over 300 HP. So, like, I mean, I feel like I don't mind that compensation. It better. I mean, geez, for all the 300, that's like, it does a lot of, they do, those Dynamax Pokemon do a lot of damage. I'm glad it's 3 cards. If you don't want to use it, if you don't want to risk 3 prize cards, then cool. Don't use it, because I can't one-shot you. At least that's how I look at it.
I think some of the most powerful Pokemon are the ones that, like the Volcanion that I have, that are such, basic Pokemon, don't have any, that's not a VMAX, that has such good abilities and stuff. Like, that's, I think, what's really the best, because it doesn't require an evolution or any, like, special, like, to set the Pokemon.
Yeah, some cards worth 1 prize card. They can do wonders. I feel like it's more work. Like, say, for example, my Tool Drop deck or my Garchomp deck. I don't use EX or GX or V Pokemon in those decks, but it sure is nice to just plop down a basic Pokemon. It's already at like 180 HP to do some nice damage, so I don't have to worry about evolution cards. Risk and reward, So anyway, now that's about it for me regarding TCG. I also have, I made more decks, but I kind of already forgot. I forgot what those decks are. How many have I made in total? I would say around 15 decks I've made. I can't wait to try them out on you.
I mean, my thing with building decks is it's exciting, but there's so much to, like, there's so many different possibilities and combinations. Like, it's hard to keep up with some things.
Yeah.
To, like, make them successful, because heck, I could throw any random deck together, but, like, making it successful. And the other hard part as well is, I could build the deck and you could easily have something to counter everything around the corner. So again, there's no perfect deck out there, really.
No, yeah, for sure. I don't really want to. Well, at the very least, I don't want to use cards that I have super effective damage over you, because that's just double the damage, and that's easy pickings. That's just I don't want to have a type advantage. I'd like to have a neutral playing field kind of thing.
No, I get that.
That also kind of reminds me of my Mega Gardevoir deck that I have. I sacrificed my Pokemon to do more damage because she's evil.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, I haven't seen you play Gardevoir deck yet. Maybe you have, and you're just trying to hide it from me.
We must do some matches someday. I do wish to show you. So, and also,
my Gengar deck will beat your Gardevoir.
Wait a minute. Wouldn't Gengar be weak to Psychic? Wait.
What? How the typings go on there? No.
Oh, okay. Wow.
How they have it, because don't forget, Gardevoir and Gengar are basically, well, unless Gardevoir's fairy, unless they have it marked as a fairy card, Gengar's marked as like the Psychic Eye card. So.
Yeah. Well, I know. Like, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not talking about the mainline, the video games, but in the TCG, Gengar's always been a quote unquote psychic type, and usually
No,
it's
he's been
either.
a ghost type. You mean?
Huh?
You said Gengar was a psychic type.
Yeah, in the TCG,
Oh yeah.
there is
Well, don't
no.
forget though, I am poison and I can hurt you with your fairy typing.
Yes, actually, is there a dark type Gengar? Oh, because
Probably somewhere.
I say that because what was it, a couple years ago, they said that poison Pokemon will now be dark type in the TCG instead of psychic type. So someday there will be a dark type Gengar.
I just googled it. There's no dark type Gengar yet.
Dang, rip. Missed potential. Maybe chilling rain though. That's right. There's still no VMAX Gengar, so that's inevitable. I hope it's a dark type. That'd be crazy. Huh?
I just hope it's any typing.
Rainbow type?
I just hope. Oh, if they have a rainbow card of that, I don't know. Like the rainbow cards are cool. Like I agree with you. They're not like awesome. For collectors, they are, but I'd rather just get the regular art.
Yeah, me too. I like its original coloring. Um. So, I need to tell you something though. So, Spinning Nova used an Eternatus deck on me. Holy cow! Did I tell you this?
Yeah, you told me about this. I think last podcast that she.
Okay.
Maybe it was a podcast or it was after the podcast. You just told me that she built an Eternatus deck, and she cheated. It's what it sounds like.
No, she didn't cheat. It's a
joke, but
Eternatus has an ability to have you can have up to 8 benched Pokemon as long as they're dark type. That's insane. Anyway, so actually that'd be good for Gengar if Gengar is a dark type. Jeez. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be it for me regarding TCG. Is there anything else you want to? Huh?
Well, I mean, I'm just looking up, and if I get older Gengar cards, he has no weakness. But if I get newer Gengar cards, his weakness is always dark.
Okay.
So,
I mean, well, I mean, those old Gengar cards, though, their HP is and their damage output, it's never. They're kind of power crept on at this point. I didn't mention. My Mega Gardevoir EX that has Despair Ray, it actually has 2 typings. It's both Fairy and Psychic. There are very few cards that actually have 2 typings at once. There is a Volcanion EX that is Water and Fire typing. So I don't know if you want to look into that.
How does the weaknesses work with that?
They only have 1 weakness, but 2 times the type coverage. Nice. So my Gardevoir is weak to Steel only. So that's nice. Is there anything else you want to add?
The only thing is that the only other Rainbow Gengar I see on here is the Mimikyu Gengar tag team from Sun and Moon.
Okay.
No interest.
Yeah, me either.
There's one that's PSA 9 that's going for $300.
Oh, wow. I remember when I saw a Garchomp with Giratina GX tag team card. I forgot what their GX move was, but it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. Apocalyptic, even. You know what? Come to think of it, I have not, out of all the matches I've done with Spinning Nova and you, I have not used the GX move. Wow. So actually, you know what? Let me look it up. I know I've seen. I had to have seen it. It was so epic. Actually, so its attack. Calamitous Slash does 160 plus. What is it? If your opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage on it, you do 80 more damage. Cause why not?
Why not? Yeah. Like the Pokemon?
No. Well, maybe.
That's what you're supposed to say. Boo.
No, I've heard it before. It's nice. I like it. I like that joke. Okay, so what? So Giratina and Garchomp's GX attack. Listen. This is crazy. Discard one of your opponent's Pokemon and all cards attached to it. If this Pokemon has at least 3 extra fighting energies attached to it, discard 2 of your opponent's Pokemon instead. That sounds crazy. Now, they're not knocked out, but imagine that. You have 2 Pokemon remaining. Let's say they're both VMAX. I just happen to use my GX, making you discard 2 of your Pokemon. I win. That's crazy.
That's insane.
Now, GX moves, you only use 1 GX move in the whole game. That's still crazy. Wow. All right, so do you have anything else to add?
I think that pretty much wraps that up.
Nice. Well then, let's head on over to the Pokemon Cry of the week. Now, last week's Pokemon Cry is... Do you know who that is?
No.
All right. The answer is Decidueye. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why, because I never played Gen 7.
Okay. So, a little something about Decidueye. It's a grass and a ghost type. Very unique typing. Nice. I have an EV trained Decidueye. Actually, I still have it on my 3DS. I haven't transferred to Pokemon Home. It has its hidden ability. They gave it out. Wasn't it from Pokemon Bank, I think? They gave out the hidden ability of those starter Pokemon? I think so. Anyway, Decidueye is a fan favorite, actually. It's amazing how popular Decidueye is.
Yeah, I've noticed, like, you know how, like, the past couple generations, if you looked at any Pokemon, the grass type has always been, like, the bottom of the barrel when it comes to popularity. But Gen 7 and Gen 8, it seems like the grass is actually the most popular.
Yes, I agree. Now, let me ask you this, Psychopath. Do you have Pokken Tournament?
No.
Okay. So, Pokken Tournament DX, or on Wii U. I have the Switch version. I had the Wii U version, and then when the DX came out on the Switch, I sold my Wii U version because the DX is a port with additional content. So Decidueye's in there. Decidueye is new on the Switch version. It doesn't exist on the Wii U. It's pretty cool. You're shooting arrows and such. I've been hearing people want Decidueye in Smash Bros. Be it just because we have Greninja and Charizard, people want a grass starter fully evolved. Personally, I don't want any more Pokemon in Smash Bros. So let me ask you this, Psychopath. If you could choose one Pokemon to be in Smash Bros, what would it be?
Rillaboom.
Really? Why?
Well, because he's kind of like a DK clone.
Oh my gosh,
I mean,
you're right.
You could easily make it like a DK clone. Because again, even with his Gigantamax, I mean, he's drumming out. He carries those 2 sticks. You could easily do something like he could poke. Like Decidueye is perfect, but again, you have to really look at Decidueye. The only thing it really has is that bow and arrow ability, which is basically kind of like a Link clone. But other than that, like all it is just going to be swinging its arms. Like the Rillaboom, I think could actually, he could flip his hair. He could use the sticks. He could, drum something. And especially like because he already has a G-Max, that could be his ultimate move in Smash.
How would he even? But his drum, would he have to carry it with him?
No, his drum wouldn't be part of his normal like ability. Like it could be something like that he throws at somebody.
Huh.
Or like a stick. Or basically like he could smack the ground and it could like turn into like a drum effect where it like bursts out like sound waves. Even though that's kind of like using boom burst, but you know what I mean with that.
Yeah. I was also thinking if the drum was acting like the crafting table from Steve, how it's sitting down the field, and you can walk up to it to craft stuff, and it's like, oh, I wonder if
Yep.
Rillaboom would walk up to his own drum and I don't know, beat it silly and to do
Well, I mean, that
stuff.
could be something that he could do. He could place a drum on the map.
Yeah.
That he could beat. He could beat, but someone could easily just knock it out of the way.
Yeah, and then he get angry because you don't mess with a man's drums.
Well, I mean, we'll see how that works out. I mean, again, I'm not even though, I agree that there's too many Pokemon, but at the same point, I mean,
yes.
who knows what Nintendo's thinking about up there with the remaining cast. I do like how they've gone out with like the three, they've branched out to different games, but eventually, they're going to run out of characters, or they're not going to have the time or money to really be like, license a character to be put into a game like that. So
we'll see. All right, so that's it for Decidueye. Now let's reveal or announce the next. So Pokemon Cry of this week is.
Oh. Play that again. That sounds like that's from Gen 2. That's all I can say. I have a hint of who that is. But that sounds like Gen 2. And that's the first one that you've done that I feel like I know that sound. And you're going to tell me next week, and I'm going to be way off.
You're already on the right track, though. Anyway, thank you all so much for listening and watching if you're on YouTube. So we don't have any questions for this week. However, if you wish to send us an email so we can answer any of your Pokemon questions in the next episode, feel free to email us at urge2podcast@gmail.com. or leave a comment on the YouTube version of this. With that said, stay safe and have a nice day. Bye.